Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Under the Radar, and now it's time for us to talk about what happened during the second half of the Royal Rumble from Houston, deep in the heart of Texas. Now, a little side note for any of you fans out there, if we missed anything, and I do mean anything cool for the Women's Battle Royal or Royal Rumble, I don't know why I called it a Battle Royal, it was because we were so focused on the health and well-being of Beth Phoenix during that match, we thought she was going to lose blood and lose consciousness in the midst of the match. And we did forget the fact that she did do a heart attack to Shayna Baszler during that said match with the help of Natty Neidhart. So, yeah, that was one cool thing we missed. Oh yeah, and an insane elbow by Kairi Sane in the midst of the whole Royal Rumble, which ultimately got her eliminated during the match. And according to the Maestro, in the midst of all the excitement, we forgot a match, a part of the Royal Rumble match card, which was none other than Bayley going one-on-one against Lacey Evans for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And the reason why we forgot this match, folks, and I apologize about that ahead of time, is because, yeah, Bayley would be up to her usual Kurt Angle chicanery-like tricks during the said match. Not only trying to remove the turnbuckle pad, but also feigning an injury during this match to get a leg up against Lacey Evans. But Lacey during this match would bring the fight because her daughter would be watching in the crowd during the said match. And during this said match, with that added motivation, folks, Lacey Evans would not only be able to pull off a beautiful slingshot elbow to the inside of the ring, but also would be able to pull off her impressive Tiger Sweep during this said match for a near fall. But ultimately, this match will come to an emphatic end when Lacey Evans decided to take too much time on the top rope by saluting the fans and would try to do her makeshift springboard Ase moonsault, only for it to get reversed with double knees up and for Bayley to go and sneak in the pin whilst using the tights to keep her championship for yet another day via pinfall. And according to the commentators, she's been champion for well over 247 days. And with the fact that I haven't really been watching SmackDown, I hate to be that guy to say it, but it's not been a very memorable one. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because all the attention would be on the next match that we have up on the card, folks. It's between none other than the Empress of Tomorrow and one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka going one-on-one against the man, Becky Lynch. Or should I say the bride, because she's been on a one-year tear for revenge, and this would be the final stop on the revenge tour to make it come full circle. And to get her revenge during this match, action would go back and forth and would lead to some seriously nasty kicks from Asuka, and even a couple of nasty moves from Becky Lynch as well. Not only doing a career ender, or what most people call a faceplant suplex from the apron to the floor to Asuka, leading directly into the New Jersey Jam leg drop for a near fall. And even will pull off a beautiful avalanche version of the manhandle slam during this match for a near fall, and would also be able to counter one of the Asuka locks into a makeshift pinfall of her own. But Asuka during this match, like we said before, nasty kicks in the form of Kawada kicks, buzzsaw kicks, and even doing a nasty German suplex as well as a hip attack on the apron, all for near falls. But ultimately, this match will come to an emphatic end after Becky Lynch would accidentally bump into the ref, and Asuka thought it would be a perfect opportunity to go for that green miss, only for Becky Lynch to kick the miss right out of her throat, and for her to hit the disarm her and end 1 year of a year-long frustration of an opponent that she couldn't beat by beating out Asuka in the center of the ring via submission. And even though she checked off that last name on that Kill Bill list, she still has one problem left to solve, in the form of Charlotte Flair probably out looking for WrestleMania revenge for this year. I got a feeling she's gonna go for Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I think. I'm not sure. She could always go for Bayley too because she has unfinished business with her, but we're gonna have to find out most likely on Monday Night Raw on SmackDown. Or after Fastlane, because the Queen likes to make people wait. But besides that major decision that the Queen will have to make before WrestleMania, the next match and the main event of the Royal Rumble would be the traditional and 33rd in the 3rd annual edition of the Royal Rumble match, which is a contest that starts with entrants 1 and 2, and then we'll see other entrants join in every 90 seconds, and the only way you can be eliminated is by going over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. And the last man standing in the center of the ring will be able to punch their ticket and go straight to the Buccaneer Islands for WrestleMania 36. A sure thing that they say is a main event title match, but over the past couple of years, proved otherwise. And the first entrant besides Brock Lesnar would be none other than Elias. And Elias would start off the Royal Rumble by singing a song called Sacrificial Lamb to the point that it would tick off Brock Lesnar to chase him inside of the ring, German suplex him, hit him with a guitar, and send Elias packing. And then you would see Eric Rowan with his cage outside the ring. He would get eliminated by Lesnar. Robert Roode, eliminated by Lesnar. John Morrison, belly-to-belly suplex into a flip frenzy to the outside of the ring and eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Kofi Kingston, even with the help of Rey Mysterio and Big E, all eliminated by Brock Lesnar, with F5s aplenty, and even Brock Lesnar running on the back of Big E to clothesline the living daylights out of one Kofi Kingston. And then you would see Cesaro, who would try to come in, deliver a whole bunch of uppercuts. No match for Brock Lesnar. He would get eliminated. Shinsuke Nakamura, even though he did windmill kicks to the face of the Beast, he would get eliminated too. Montel Vontavious Porter making a return to WWE as of tonight to be a part of the Royal Rumble, dressed up as the Wakanda, or more or less the Black Panther, but that vibranium would not be enough to take out the Beast. He would be eliminated. Keith Lee and Braun Strowman, two people who I really thought was going to give Brock Lesnar a run for his money, both would turn on each other and try to fight each other, and both would get eliminated by Brock Lesnar. And then at number 15 would be none other than the one and only Ricochet, which the Street Profits would make a joke about, saying after that kick to the nards by Brock Lesnar, he only has one and only. But with that one and only, folks, with the help of the chosen one, Drew McIntyre, the terror of terror through the Royal Rumble would come to an end thanks to a field goal kick to the Beast family jewels and a Claymore kick to the face for Brock Lesnar to be eliminated after 13 straight eliminations in one Royal Rumble from number 1. So yeah, he was able to almost eliminate half the competitors in the Royal Rumble at number 1. So even though I'm not a big Brock Lesnar fan, I really have to respect that performance. And after Brock Lesnar would get eliminated, Drew McIntyre, who would eliminate Ricochet by Beal throwing him over the ropes for Ricochet to do a corkscrew spiral right out of the ring, would still stare a hole through the Beast as the Beast would look back at him saying, "I'ma get you," for Drew McIntyre would say, "Bring it on." And then you would see not only The Miz at number 17, AJ Styles at 18, Dolph Ziggler at 19, and even Carl Anderson for a little bit of backup at number 20. But at number 21, and the biggest holy shit moment that I think I've ever seen in Royal Rumble history, for the first time in 9 years, and where was Chimmel during this moment? Because at number 21, the blackjack number that would help me win in poker, or in blackjack, would be none other than, and hopefully we can do it justice, the Rated R Superstar Edge. I kid you not, folks, we did not go back to 2009. Edge was number 21 in the Royal Rumble. And besides the cameraman missing the spear on Dolph Ziggler and everybody else who was in the ring, including AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, and even The Miz getting torn in half thanks to the Rated R Superstar, it would be a moment that I got a feeling nobody will forget in the Royal Rumble. And King Corbin would be able to eliminate Matt Riddle, by the way. Luke Gallows would be a part of it. And even Randy Orton, the partner of the Rated R Superstar, reuniting to bring back Rated RKO for one night only, to get rid of not only the OC, but to also get rid of King Corbin as well. Then once the final 4 entrants got into this match, that's when things really started to get messy. Because after Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, and Samoa Joe would enter the ring, and not to mention Drew McIntyre getting his lights kicked out by Aleister Black with a black mask, Seth Rollins, last year's Royal Rumble winner, would get the coveted number 30 spot, which I think is a little unfair because Shinsuke Nakamura was at number 2 after winning the Royal Rumble the year prior to this Royal Rumble. Are you serious? You know what, before we start complaining about that, folks, I got a feeling the last couple of entrants would complain about what would happen next. Because Seth Metal, with the help of the AOP and Buddy Murphy, who was not in the Royal Rumble this year, would help to eliminate not only Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, and just about everybody else on the field until it was down to Randy Orton, Edge, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins, with that look on his face to try to team up with his old Shield brethren, wouldn't work. And the Monday Night Messiah would get sacrificed to the Lambs and get hit with every finisher in the book before getting tossed over the top rope. And then Randy Orton, who would try to betray Edge, would get betrayed himself by the Ultimate Opportunist for him to get eliminated. And the Royal Rumble for this year would come to an end that again when the big dog Roman Reigns would attack Edge on the apron for them to fight back and forth, for Edge to get eliminated, Roman Reigns to come back into the ring, and boom, Claymore kick to the face of Roman Reigns, and he would get tossed over the top rope for the chosen one to finally realize his destiny and to punch his ticket straight to that swashbuckling WrestleMania in Tampa Bay, Florida, for him to become the 33rd Royal Rumble winner and the second man who would win the Royal Rumble from international waters via pinfall. And that was a stat given by the, I think the people from the bump during the watch along, so I'm not sure how entirely true it is, but nevertheless, just like Corey Grace would say, it's about damn time that Drew McIntyre won that Rumble. And I would like to say also, and I hate to be that guy to say I told you so, but I told you so! That man was destined to win the Royal Rumble this year, and he would be able to point up at that WrestleMania sign, just like Charlotte did earlier in the night, with a tear in his eye, to be able to actually point at that sign, pyro going off, and for his WrestleMania dreams to come true. Now, who is he gonna fight at WrestleMania? I got a feeling it's gonna be Brock Lobster so he can finish the job and kick the rest of that mailbox head off his shoulders, is what I'm hoping. But I'm unbiased with all this. And join us next time, folks. And I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to pull this one off, but we may try the review in the next 4 weeks the Super Showdown pay-per-view that will take place in Saudi Arabia on February 27th of 2020. Now, the reason why we say we may be able to pull it off because 2 nights after that will be the Indie Awards. So if we're not able to do that pay-per-view, we will do either the Elimination Chamber or the possibility of the pay-per-view of Fastlane, whichever one they decide to do prior to WrestleMania for one of the last pay-per-views before one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. We'll keep you guys informed. We'll just say that much. And with that said, folks, I think it's time for us to calm down a little bit, listening to these musical tunes, and when we return, we'll be back with more Under the Radar madness right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.